Okay, I finished priming all the parts that make up the high-grade Gelgoog Menace Lunar Marine Hawk colors. Here's a set right here that I finished priming, and I have another strip like this onto the side, making sure everything is good and enough coverage. Clearly there's going to be a couple of parts that I will be masking off and painting the different tones of color. You know, I already have the orange, white of course. I have to find the pink because I didn't know where. I think I know where I put it. I moved around a lot of stuff here. The one thing that I was maybe reviewing the color choices that I showed in the second video was the blue, and I thought that blue was maybe a little too light, because I have this one, the MS light blue, but then I have the Strike Freedom blue, and I think maybe that's a little too light. I wanted to darken up again, so I forgot that I have this blue. This is actually Titan's Blue 1, not Titan's Blue 2, which was the darker. Remember, Titan's Blue 1 was the one that you put on for the to make the Titan's color of the Mark II or any other mobile suits that you want to make it as a Titan's version. And I said, you know what, this may be a good idea to use this. But for the green, I switched it up, and I'm going to be using. I think I may have mentioned this. I have deep green, so this is the deep green color, and that's for the darker red tone. So like, this is going to be green, while this will be the blue. There's also some other parts that I discovered that definitely need masking. Now, obviously, we already know this is going to be masked, so certain colors will be blue, red, white, or whatever. This is going to be the Titan's Blue 2, sorry, to make it dark. Going back to this, I'm going to need to paint that inside here, this little thruster here, a different color. I do have gunmetal, and I was thinking of painting that gunmetal so I can mask it off. What other gunmetal part? Well, I could paint that gunmetal here and here. Obviously the gunmetal is going to be for the inner frame parts, like this one here, and some parts I'm gonna not paint gunmetal or any color. Don't know if I should. Like this one has that ring gunmetal, and maybe thinking of painting it and then masking it off, but it depends on how much is going to be shown. What was it? I also have this detail here that needs to be painted a different color and masked off. Not to mention the little white parts, like this guy right here. That has to be painted the gunmetal and then masked off so I can paint the white. So these are things that I gotta plan out and figure out what to do. Hold on, I got another paint here to pull out. Yeah, I did mention that I have the orange, so that would be for that. I'm gonna maybe, where's my red? Oh, I left it back there. Lighter tone red for the other color. Was thinking of using this, but I still have white paint in one of my reservoirs, one of my prepared bottles, and I was probably going to use that for the touch-up. These are things that, of course, I have to plan out. I'm going to start going with the dark colors first, like the inner frame parts, just to get them out of the way, and then the detail parts that will be shown, especially like something like this one here. I know that there's that white part that goes there that has that detail part, and since there's a detail part right there, I'm thinking of painting that off and then masking that. I know this the skirt. Give me that skirt. So I know that the parts that go here are orange, and this is all going to be green. You're tempted to do another color, but then I would have to look for another green. So that's not going to happen. I don't know what like that could be another color tone, but the skirt arm is going to be covering it. I'm probably going to have fun with figuring out how many different types of grays and metallic grays and whatever color I'm going to use to detail up that beam rifle, that beam cannon, and of course the beam rifle too. Not to mention this one. Whoops. Because I know this one is going to be the blue. There's a black part that goes in here. There's a white part here. And maybe I can do something with this. Don't know. Choices. I'm going to play it by ear, figure out what I'm going to use, and if something works for me, I'll try it. Okay, let me begin painting. Okay, time to put some masking tape on parts. Some parts you can do this to put it right on top. I'm using a guide. Actually, no, I'm going to use a toothpick to be a lot easier. Where did I put the toothpick? Now, I cut like that. Then I'm going to slowly peel. There we go. I think it should be fine. And then paint the other color right over it. Get that out of the way. Now this one's going to be difficult because you got to wrap it around. But first I'm going to cover the whole, and I'm going to use a template. Let me see here. That should be good. I could probably use this one, but I want to do a nice coverage, so I'm going to use this one. Now it's going to be difficult using probably this. I'm going to use this. I know there are tools out there that allows you to cut a perfect circle. I bought one and I messed it up and didn't work for me. Let me do another one because there's a couple here. Actually, there's 4. I hope everyone is enjoying their Memorial Day weekend. Darn it, I messed it up. Actually, no, I didn't mess it up, but I can do that. I wonder what everybody was building. Because obviously, yes, on a 3-day weekend, you're probably with your family or barbecue, or you're building a model kit. Comment below. Tell me what model kit you guys were making. That one's a bit messed up, but let's deal with this one first. See, it's not perfect, but to cover that's fine. Then, what I'm going to do, I'm going to eyeball this. Put that there. And there we go. A perfect coverage. Then I'm going to paint that white. I'll do the next one in a moment. Now this one's going to be a tough one right here. And then, you know what I just realized? This was not painted right. It's too faded. Alright. I'm going to have to bring this over to the table. But let me do this, at least on one side. And I'll prepare the other one in a moment. So, that will go, it will be this one right here. Be careful. Sometimes the blade, this blade is very, very sharp. Yeah, that's fine. Then what I'll do is cut strips, bring it around like that, and then cover the whole thing. But I'm going to need to retouch up this in a moment, so luckily I have enough paint in the reservoir. I did a few that did not need this, need to cut. I already pre-cut already, like I covered that part here. And this one is the back thruster, cover that up. I didn't do this one yet, I gotta take care of that, so that's something to take care of. I did this one right here, the tip of the foot, that's good. And this little nose part right there. Whoop, right there. But I got a lot to cover and take care of, and then we continue painting the next color over it. So let me finish up with this and we move forward.